Hi, I'm Laura, and welcome to Haunted Ramblings. I'm going to talk a little bit about the full moon, which is tonight, April 7th. It is called the super pink moon. Unfortunately, the moon is not going to appear pink, but its usual big golden moon at the horizon, and then as it rises above us, it will turn to its usual bright white. As you venture outside tonight to look at the moon, please remember to honor the social distancing, but enjoy the moment to catch a glimpse of the full pink moon. This moon, which is a supermoon, the last of the true supermoons, is a full moon of spring and will be visible after sunset and reach peak illumination at 10:35 Eastern Time, 9:35 Central Time. April's full pink moon will be the biggest and the brightest full moon of 2020, about 7% bigger and 15% brighter than the typical full moon. It is called the pink moon not because it will be pink, but because the full moon is corresponded with the early spring blossoms of a certain wildflower native to eastern North America, commonly called the creeping phlox or moss phlox, which also went by the name moss pink. Thanks to the seasonal association, the full moon can be called the pink moon. Other April full moon names, including sprouting grass moon and the egg moon and the fish moon. According to folklore, the period from the full moon through the last quarter of the moon is the best time for killing weeds, thinning, pruning, mowing, cutting timber, and planting below ground crops. The moon affects everything and everyone around it. During this moon, these zodiac signs will have the worst April 2020 full pink moon. Those signs that will feel a lot of anger and different emotions will be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And for them, it could feel incredibly overwhelming. But however, just because you have placements in any of the aforementioned signs does not mean this upcoming moon is guaranteed to be a difficult experience. All it means is that this full moon is exerting more pressure on you than you may be used to. In fact, getting through it may be rewarding. The pink full moon is in Libra and makes an aspect to Neptune that is associated with health imbalances. I spoke about this a couple of times already in other videos. And Neptune is the planet of illness and infection. The April 2020 full moon is made more dangerous by Mars and Uranus. This impulsive influence makes people rebellious and aggressive, and boy, have we been seeing a lot of that. Jupiter conjunct Pluto and amplifies the risks, but a positive aspect to Mercury gives understanding and common sense if you use it. It means smart thinking and cooperation with friends and neighbors is the key to staying safe and relatively happy during the difficult moon phase. Sun opposite moon brings your home, family, and intimate relationships into sharper focus for the following 2 weeks of this moon phase. Opposing forces such as work versus home, what you need and what you want, create inner tension and external pressures. This can lead to conflict and crisis that drain you. The lunar qualities of the emotions and instincts reach their peak at a full moon. So use your, a lot of people feel this emotional strength and surge to want to do stuff and want to act on things. Use that emotional strength and your intuition people here, to overcome any relationship challenges. I'm not saying, oh my God, I think he's cheating on me. I'm saying good intuitions. Don't let your emotions overrun. Use your common sense and good intuitions to overcome any challenges. Subconscious awareness allows for impartial and balanced look at your personal relationships. You will clearly see any relationship dynamics and negative feelings causing disharmony, and you'll see um, through your blinders and take a good look at what you're feeling and what your fears are, and use your common sense on what you think you're seeing. Don't let the the bad chip on your shoulder and the good chip on your shoulder. Don't let the bad chip on your shoulder feed negativity into all the junk. Don't let that feed into you. Use your common sense and work it out. The full moon quinsextant, I probably got that word wrong, Neptune increases your emotional sensitivity, which can lead to confusion, insecurity, and neurotic distress. This is an aspect of health imbalances, and Neptune rules illness and infection. So, full moon April 2020 also increases the risks posed by this junk we have going around. I can't say the word or I get knocked down on views. Um, Cleanliness and hygiene are crucial during this 2-week moon phase, which is ironic. Seems as how everyone's saying this next 2 weeks is the next 2 weeks of our moon phase. There's also a risk of misdiagnosis, oversensitivity of medications, and this is all because of moon phases. Has nothing to do with what's going out there in the chitter chatter in the world. This is all coming through the moon phases and the planetary alignments. There is a risk of misdiagnosis, oversensitivity to medications, addictions, and poisoning. Okay? Paranoia and suspicion can lead to mistrust. Here we're falling back on the relationship issues, and the poisoning of a relationship. You may be susceptible to isolation, gossip, scandal, betrayal, loss, or disappointment, which is pretty interesting because that's what's going out there in the world today, is actually adding to all this little junk, is what is going on with our moon and what is going on with our planetary alignments. The conjunction with Jupiter and Pluto is exact on April 4th, which is already gone by, which is 3 days before the full moon. So this really isn't a whole lot, but it can make you very focused and driven to succeed. I've seen a lot in the last 3 or 4 days of women succeeding in making new masks, ways to make new masks, which is fabulous. Women, stop putting filters from your air vents and AC and heater units. They're full of fiberglass. Quit putting that shit on your face. You're going to breathe those fibers in, those microfibers in, and you're going to have bigger problems in the long run. However, this is going to intensify and exaggerate because of all the chit chat going out in our lives, and because it falls on Pluto in this chart with Capricorn, there will be more fear, mass death and extreme measures to restrict and blah blah blah. I can't talk about. I'm not going to talk about all that. People will react with ruthless, extreme, self-righteous, prejudiced, immoral, and obsessive behavior. Selfishness, greed, jealousy, revenge, racism, violence, and crime are possible. This all has to do with Pluto and Capricorn. Um, it's crazy. All right, Mars squares Uranus only 8 hours before the full moon, and it will have a dangerous influence. I'm curious what all will be happening tonight. So everyone, please knock your shit off. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna be in town. I'll tell you that much. Um, Mars squares Uranus only 8 hours before the full moon and will have a dangerous influence. It will make people impulsive and erratic as they rebel against the restrictions. A tendency to act rashly without regard for consequences. Um, and that's how people are going to react towards Mars and the full moon. Again, this all has to do with how people react to the planetary alignments and the full moon during this time and over the next 2 weeks. I personally am hoping that everyone takes a few hundred volumes. Not really. I just hope people pull back, do something to relax. Please, everybody, y'all need to calm down. We need to realize we're in this together. Quit calling people names. Quit yelling at each other. Quit doing witch hunts against people. I was appalled at that. I had one lady actually lie to me about what was going on in our Walmart. You may see that video over the next couple of days. I'm going to go ahead and finish that video up. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put it out. What else? My stomach is gurgling. I have not even had a cup of coffee yet. It's hungry. Sorry about that. And I just want everyone to be safe. Y'all need to take a lot of relaxation, baths. You all need to remember that some of us those of us that can leave our house and go out in our yard, you know, a lot of you need to actually read through your rules. People are thinking there may be some areas where you're not allowed to actually go out into your own yards or sit on your own porches. There's a lot of people who think that they can't even do that much. But you need to look at the actual rules and see if you're allowed to do that, because not leaving your house at all is unhealthy. Everybody needs fresh air every day. The fact that you're not getting out and getting fresh air is not good for your body. It's not good for you mentally. It is not good for you physically. I'm thinking of doing a video about an experiment that was done many, many, many years ago on people. And the experiment's been done a couple different times. And discussing about keeping a group of people locked away to see what happened. All right, everybody. I want you to have a wonderful day. Get out there and enjoy the full moon. I love you all. Please be safe. Sometime today they say there's going to be a lot of anger, especially with there's some misconceptions going on about a law here that supposedly is a law, and it is not here in Missouri. And I don't know who's stating it's a law, but I think it's a certain store starting with a W, and it has not been passed into law. So a lot of fighting going on over that. You'll see that video. Everybody have a wonderful day, and please, 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 please spread some love and light and take some deep breaths. If you need something at this time to help you remain calm, reach out to your health physician and say, hey, I'm having a really hard time. Is there something, some way, anything that I can do? And it may be in the form of an herbal tea. I may do a video on the different things that we can possibly drink, different herbal teas. I may buy some different ones and tell you which ones I think relax me. We'll see. Everybody have a wonderful day. Please, please, please enjoy the moon tonight. Practice your social distancing and enjoy life. Love y'all. Bye-bye.